I think it's popped up in Facebook land. I'll just have to double check the chats. But I normally leave it for about 30 seconds and then do the intro because YouTube is always a little bit behind in case I'm, I don't know, cutting off a goat's head or something. I don't know. It's normally like this. It's good fun though.
Weird, all the weird fun stuff out there.
I'm running my mills, bro.
Oh, I haven't seen you running a freaking mech in a while.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to it. It's another edition of the Triple T, the Tasty Teardown Tuesdays, where we tear down a device or we taste a juice. Cotton candy. Look how wrecked my bottle is because I smashed it. And we have a talk with a local or international vape celebrity superstar. Tonight, Mark from Hazeworks.
Who's coming on?
What's up, my dude?
Hey, how you, brother? All good, man. All good.
All fun and games.
What's
happening in
cold, but otherwise lekker, bro.
Yeah, bro. We've had like a whole week of winter. I'm over it now.
Especially for Durban and Westfall side, it's been flipping cold, bro, compared to the rest of the time. It's I think we got down to 6 degrees this morning, which was nice and fresh. And everyone thinks Durban's always warm, but apparently not.
I felt last week got down to 6. I mean, I saw it on the car, but this week's been better. This week started off all right.
Sure, I don't know. But it's all good, bro. It's the seasons. It's as you get through them, eh?
Back to board shorts and flip-flops for me. Yeah, normally we only have about 3 days of winter. This was like almost 7 days straight. It was crazy.
Yeah, 6 or 7, eh?
Yeah, 6 or 7 max. So
the tolerance reached.
About the same amount of days that England actually has summer.
Yeah, I see they were going wild in 23-degree weather the other day.
Yeah.
They were like...
One of the guys was saying like, oh, I can't believe this. Tomorrow it's going to be 29. People are going to die.
It's like a cool summer's day.
Yeah, shot. Well, there we go. The chat's popping up there. Hello, how are you? Are you doing well? Yes. So, Ikram Musa first to comment tonight. Good evening, my Vapors family. All right.
Hey.
Maybe we should keep track of that. First person to comment. I think that's a bottle. Chasing the Misters there. What's happening? Happy birthday, Beard. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, it's my birthday today. But we're still working.
Gotta make you sing happy birthday.
I don't sing nothing. Oh, wait, I do. Jason van Rooyen, evening, gents. Neil McCullum is the spanner in the YouTubes. We've got Julian and Ninja Chester from the UK. I don't know where they are. Chester's in the YouTube channels, and Julian is the spanner for fucking. I haven't done this in 3 weeks.
Yeah, you can see.
What's up? Neil McCallum, Jason from the Chester Bean, Phil Bain. Finally, what's up, people? Yeah, finally, we are back. Let me scroll down there. Who's there? Matthew Atten, happy beer day, you old fart. Thank you so much, bro. Schwabe, what's happening, dude? Desiree, what's happening, Desiree? Ikram, well, thanks, haha. Spoils of the day, yeah. Ikram Musa will send you a bottle of, what size are your bottles? 120s? 100s?
No, they're hundreds.
100
hundreds. We've also got the MTLs and pods and stuff as well.
Yeah. So Ikram, you know my details, bro. Get a hold of me and tell me which juice you want out of the lineup, and we'll send that off to you. I think we'll probably just do three bottles to one person, but we're going to do that on the Hazeworks page. So what you need to do is go onto Hazeworks, onto their Facebook profile, channel page, whatever you call it. Find the logo of the Triple T with Hazeworks and Cotton Candy. Comment underneath that with 3 of your friends that are vapors. Remember, they need to be over the age of 18, because if they're not, we know, and you will be eligible for the prize.
Can I add something to that?
Yes, let's do it. Hashtag.
Just to make it more fun. Hashtag adding. Just to make it more fun, let's do it. So when you comment, if you comment Candy and my mod for the sub-ohm giveaway, and then we'll also do a second giveaway for the pod stuff, so any MTL or salts.
Oh,
so
okay.
when you comment and you tag your friends, so either say candy in my mod or candy in my pod to determine if you want the sub-ohm or if you want one of the MTL or salt neck, and then we can sort out which one.
And ended off with #want.
That's it.
Easy rules. It's been explained at 5-minute marker. All the rules were explained. Don't cry. Don't cry, South Africa. Happy birthday, happy
No
birthday.
more.
Okay, yes. Greetings, thanks. Your great client service with my acrylic troll X bubble. John Somerville. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no worries, bro. Oh my God. Ladies and gents, we actually have a celebrity in the chats. Thor Frank is watching the show tonight. That is literally like the first time in 2 years he's ever watched my show. Thank you so much for being here, Thor. We greatly appreciate your comments. Gareth Franken just #want. You need to do that on the Hazeworks Facebook page. So, my mod, what did you say?
Candy in my pod or candy in my mod?
Candy in my mod, candy in my pod. If you want normal juice, candy in
Whichever
my mod.
one.
If you want MTL or Nick salts, candy in my pod. Put 3 of your friends there and end it off with #want. We are not vaping. Okay, Ryan Robert Baxter, what's happening? Thor is here. Yeah. So, Mr. Hazeworks, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has, dude.
Well, I saw you last week, but it's been a while since you've been here.
Yeah, it has
I've got
been.
to say, super thanks for the birthday beers and the other bag of special treats. Very delicious looking and smelling.
I'll enjoy, bro. You only turn, 50 once?
I'm only 407.
For the third time.
Yeah, 27 years of experience.
Shusses. So you didn't do anything fancy and special today? Just nice breakfast, chill?
Yeah, went out to have breakfast with the wife. Ended up talking about work most of the time, as you do. Your wife works with you as well. You know what it's like. There's never a minute's rest.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I think we're going to plan a getaway somewhere. It's time. So tell us about your new range, bro. So
Yeah, dude.
I've got the gummy fish in here at the moment, and I've got the lemon drops, because I'm drinking beer. I got that in the mix system.
Nice.
And then you've got a grape.
Yep, I know you love grape.
It wasn't
What's your
bad.
favorite?
To be honest, it wasn't bad. Still don't like grape. But I actually vaped it. That sample bottle that I got, I vaped it finished.
Nice,
I'm
dude.
100%
Yeah,
sure.
it's a bit of a different grape to what's been out there for a while, so it's quite nice. I don't know if these are going to come in focus or not. Let's try and do the
Lean
magic.
forward a
lefty,
little bit.
righty.
Don't let them see the background. There we go. Cotton candy, gummy
That's
fish, lemon drops,
And we've got lemon drops and grape
grape
gum.
gum.
Yeah, so yeah, the profile's pretty straightforward, nice and candy, nice and fresh, sweet. Was looking, I don't know, always liked the candies after doing Jelly Babe, so that one's still quite a popular one of ours. So we decided to just do something different and new, came up with a different look, different feel, and yeah, just some new profiles out there. So grape gum, traditional straight up grape gum. I can't really say the trademark name, but I think most people remember those long rolls of grape that you used to get as children, and you'd swear that you'd only eat the first tip and you'd end up eating the whole bloody roll on the way home.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what that tastes like.
Yes.
The other one, lemon drops. If you ever remember getting those little hard candy sweets, would normally be if you ended up at your grand's house on the way to church or something. That was all that they had.
They
But
were
it had
all-
that
they
nice,
were
soft,
always in like a
sherbety,
little-
fizzy bit.
Metal tin with powder on it. Yeah.
That's it. You're like, oh, thanks. But yeah, so that's lemon drops, nice and I don't know if you see what it's like when you're pairing it with the beer as well. Also quite a refreshing lemon, dude. It's tangy and nice and yeah.
Also a
Something
different
different
lemon than what's been going around. This is more of a zesty lemon, like actual
Yes.
lemon punch in the back of the throat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Shot, man.
And the only
then
one with
gummy-
with cooler in it.
Yes, that's the only one that's got a little bit of ice on it. The rest of them are all just straight up candies. Then the last one, gummy fish. That is, I don't know if you've had Swedish fish before. Some people have, some people haven't. I've had it a lot when I traveled before. But a raspberry gummy fish, basically. So nice candy profile there as well. I see you smashed that bottle first. So
that's
hopefully enjoying that one.
So that one's
it's finished.
I did the last tank, and there's a big bubble in there because it made that squishy noise. It's done. I love that noise. And then Thor stole the lemon bottle you gave me, so the big bottle.
That's okay. At least he came on the video for a change. So
yeah.
He even commented there. He said he's been using the lemon drops pretty good. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just... Gummy fish sounds lekker. Julian, the gummy fish is definitely my favorite out of those. But the lemon drops is bloody good. It does go nicely with beer. It's also going nicely with a little bit of side whiskey here, because I'm still American by heart. So when I order, I'm like, I'll have a beer and a whiskey.
If it's not actually a whiskey, it's probably a bourbon. What is that?
No, this is a whiskey. So
you've grown up.
Laura asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I was like, I'd love a 69, and she got me one. I don't think she understood, but yeah. No, it was just one of those. I always buy like Glenfiddich or like the higher end kind of single malts, and today I just felt like something that goes with beer. Now, a whiskey that goes with beer, you're talking about a bourbon or something sweeter. So I thought I'd get one of the cheaper whiskeys, and I'm actually pleasantly surprised. It's damn nice.
Nice, bro. Yeah, that's good, dude. It's been strange having all the bottle stores open again this week. It was a crazy sort of surge on Monday. Now went through today, and it was quiet again.
Yeah, you're welcome. They opened just for my birthday.
Yeah, you can tell. Timing was perfect there, bro. Yeah, put in a word. But just to talk back on the range as well, we also have done some pod-specific stuff, so your MTLs and your salts as well. So obviously the same three profiles. Let's try and get that in there again. Hello, there we go.
What's your milligram strength on those MTLs?
So we've got the MTLs are normal freebase, Nick. So those are normal 12 milligram. And then we've done salts in 20 and 35 milligram as well. So something for the guys who like their salts. Actually, some of our first salts that we've done. So
yeah. And salts. Now you've done 20 and 35 in the next salts.
Correct. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Why not a 30? A 50. Because I've seen a lot of juice companies coming out with 50 milligram Nick salts in South Africa, and I'm like, I didn't know that we do that.
Look, the numbers are it's a difficult one. I think from my side of thing, I've always been a little bit hesitant to jump too deep into the milligram bandwagon with salts. I think that's why we kind of kept it at a 35.
Yeah.
50. It's getting a little bit strong, in my opinion. I mean,
it's
that's
a
just
lot.
For me. I vape at 2 milligrams, so I know it's different because you're using a different device and its delivery method's different based on the wattage, but still, it's just, I don't know.
But I mean,
when you work with 100 milligram Nick concentrate and you think that half of the bottle is literally concentrated Nick, it does get a little bit, each their own, I guess.
I don't know. Well, like with the store that we got here, like we've had not a lot, but there have been a few people, especially coming from the twist side of life.
Yeah.
Do you have a 50 milligram? We're like, we don't have a 50 milligram, but I can give you a 12 milligram MTL freebase. That'll hit the same. The MTL, you get that nice little throat hit, and it feels more like a cigarette. But as far as the Nick salts, I'm always concerned about going over 30 milligrams. 35 would be my max, because people nick out. If you're trying to convert a smoker and you give them a 50 milligram and they use that pod system as frequently as they do with a cigarette, they're going to feel nauseous. They're not going to feel nice. And they're going to be like, oh, this thing's not for me. We're in the business of reducing your nicotine, your dependency. So if people are using 50 milligram regularly, they're not reducing anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think my worry is more on the responsible side of things. And I think, like you said, we did get into it to help people stop smoking, essentially. So the ultimate end goal has always been to try and lower your nicotine consumption. There's varied opinions out there whether nicotine is actually bad for you or not, being that it's not being combusted.
I don't think it's bad
So
for you, but it's the dependency.
Correct, yeah. I think it's just been, I don't know, I'd rather err on the side of caution. 35, maybe a 40 down the line, but yeah, up to 50 is a little bit much. I mean, that's one of those disposables. I think you gave me one of them, the little yellow mango ice. What was it?
The Monster.
Steam Monster, whatever it is, the little rechargeable pod.
Yeah.
That's a 40. That's a 40 milligram, and yeah, dude, that thing gives you quite a kick, eh? Especially when I'm used to a 12 milligram freebase mouth to lung, and you don't feel it as much because it's a salt, and you suck on it for too long, and next minute you, not feeling so good. Yeah. So I don't know. It's got to be careful there.
And I thought that was probably one of the better pod systems coming out of America at the moment, or Chinese made, but it's an American company.
Yeah.
And I thought that the nicotine, because all of them are normally 50 plus, like up there. And I think that, the responsibility as well. We don't seem to have that crave over here like America, where you got a kid with like 10 joules and he's got them all in his mouth and he's puffing on them. He's basically huffing because he's trying to get high from the effect.
Yeah.
So I think if you have 50 milligrams in the market, you lean yourself towards that sort of thing happening.
Yeah. Look,
35
I also worry with
you're not going to get that fucked.
Yeah. No, look, it's still a lot of nicotine at the end of the day. I mean, if you think about when we all started, I remember back in the day, 12 and 16 milligrams and 18 at the max. Yeah. And that was strong as hell. And back then you were using Pro Tanks and you were using little freaking devices. If they were pushing 8 watts, 10 watts, you were lucky. Which is comparable. If you look at the pods nowadays, they've come a long way. So they're actually delivering a effective little delivery of nicotine now. So do we need to still have 40s and 50s? I don't know. But again, it's all tailored to, there's different strokes for different folks. So you've got to just cater for everyone.
Well, hopefully that the people behind the counters are the ones we rely on to feed the correct information through to people. And I understand coming off of a cigarette, even though you're at like, I don't know. I never read the side of a cigarette box, so I don't know. But like 12 milligrams of nicotine in a cigarette or whatever. Yes, you don't, maybe 50 milligrams so that you get that immediate hit.
Yeah.
But after you've given up cigarettes and you're only vaping, then you need to try and stage it down so that you don't have to have a vape in your hand the entire day.
Yeah, 100%. But I think the thing for me as well, salts, it's an effective option for those heavy smokers who do try and transition and a 12 just doesn't work for them.
Yeah.
So, there is a value in having higher milligram strengths. But I try and stay away from the slightly higher nicks. That's just me. I've always been always tried to stay on the lower side of things. And after many years of vaping, don't really want to go back into the deep end. But
well, that's the thing.
It's like I said, it's an effective option. So
it is, and it needs to be available to people. And I think when I started vaping, I think I was doing Rogue 18 milligram. I never finished the bottle because it was too much. Like I like the fact that it tasted like a cigarette, sort of with that very, very hardcore ROR4 like tobacco flavor. But very soon I changed over to Scream because Scream got me off of the cigarettes, bro.
Remember that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that juice is still a very good seller. Eh? Still move tons of that. So it's and that came out 2016 odd.
Not hard to believe, dude. Not hard to believe at all. Ryan Robert Baxter says, do you do them in 0 mg?
Yes, we do. The sub-ohms we've got in 0, 2, and 4. So there's the 3 options there.
Okay. Ikra Musa says, grape. Definitely grape.
Can't go wrong.
Oh, I was scrolling the wrong way. Ah, there we go. We got a big guy in the house. He says 36 milligram when I started vaping 12 plus years ago. Now I'm on 2 milligram, 100%. That's what you need. You need to replace those hooks that the cigarette has in you, and then wean it down. And I was saying, I've even stopped using pod systems. I've got like quite a few on my desk that I'm not using, because I found most of the juices nowadays are also 2 milligram, the max like 3 milligram. So my dependency on nicotine is quite low.
Yeah.
And we were out shopping the other day for like 4 hours in the pav, and got back to the car. By the time I got home, I was like, wait, I normally do something. And I was like, oh, look, my vape. And then I started vaping.
I forgot you didn't have it.
Yeah, after 4 hours. I mean, no smoker can do that.
Yeah.
But so I stay away from the MTLs and the nic salts now, just because I don't want to go through that stage where I'm peaking my nicotine dependency and then trying to get it from my regular vape, because they're two completely different things.
I will say the one thing that I did find a huge benefit of the pod systems and the smaller systems was the last couple of weeks of the chaos in various neighborhoods, being able to have something small that delivers a very effective hit of nicotine in a short amount of time. And it's very, very, But hopefully that's all over now for a while.
How do you feel about last week's? 2 weeks ago?
I don't know. It's a difficult one to say. Hey, it's there's good and bad. I think one of the amazing things that I saw come out of it was communities coming together. It's I think living in our same neighborhood, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's I mean, guys who I've lived down the road for nearly 10 years, I've never met, and now we freaking chat on WhatsApp every second day, kind of thing. It's like, it's amazing. It's coming together, and actually, sitting out there 2 a.m, and some old granny comes along with her daughter to give you coffee. It's like, what the hell? Thank you, guys. Like, it's just, So I mean, it's good to see there's some really good people out there still, but it's also cucked to see that there's some people hell bent on just destroying. Which is horrible, but. This isn't a political show, so let's try it.
It was a difficult time for us all. I know I have been seeing in the comments, I owe Neil McCullum.
50 is a killer. Sure. Yeah, there's a lot of guys commenting on 50s.
50s?
50 milligrams.
Oh, it's, sorry. I owe.
Hey.
Neil McCullum said, why can't we be friends first? And Big Guy just said, why can't we be friends? So I'm going to just do it now.
You're in trouble.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? 'Cause you make me sing this fucking song. Oh, what a bunch of punks.
Oh, bro.
Chris L says, hi, how are you? He says, hi guys, how are you? Chris Earl, we are fantastic, bro. We are great and fine and wonderful.
Carrying on.
I hear something.
Did it sound like thuds?
No.
Oh.
Like speaking. Something else.
Are you having a schizophrenic episode?
Yeah, probably.
Brent?
Probably.
Is it happening again?
Craig says, fuck yeah. Okay. Community togetherness. Yeah, it was really amazing. Ruan van Ruan, hello Ruan, says Jelly Babe ice 120 mils.
Are you Ruan?
Exclamations.
There's like 4 of them there. We do that in 100, so just get a second bottle if you want another 20 mils.
Yeah. Ryan Robert Baxter says, I can hear that as well.
Just checking no one's left a phone on or... One thing for the last couple of weeks, forgetting to switch Zello off at night.
Oh, bro.
Jesus. You're lying there at 3 a.m, and next minute, there's a car, not suspicious, keep your eyes on it. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's been
not
a
me
crazy
making
time.
noises, I don't know who it is.
There's something in the background. Everything is off on my side.
That's quiet, yeah.
Not
Oh, well,
quite
you just have to
feedback,
speak louder.
but anyway. So
Talk louder.
just jog us back through, because I know you've been on a couple of times. Hazeworks, when you started, how you started, why you started.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, geez, it was 2015 when we first actually kicked off with the whole Hazeworks side of things. Still working in the corporate world back then. Quite a large IT enterprise in La Lucia and Durban. And just started making juice because I started vaping, been vaping for probably 6 months to a year. Hadn't really found too much that was really good, that I enjoyed. Most of the stuff was coming in internationally back then, so you had to deal with, trying to get stuff. When it did come in stock, it would sell out very quickly and you'd only be left with a few milligram options. And just decided to start making juice. And one thing led to the next, and ended up having a couple of guys I worked with buy a couple of bottles. And then after a couple of bottles, it kind of made sense to start making it into a business. And it just grew organically from there. So that was 2015 till now. So it's 6-7 years.
Hectic, bro.
Yeah, time flies.
Yeah, she's like.
I still remember going to that first old VapeCon in 2015, and it was like trestle tables, very straightforward, low key. And now it was
no
the last few events
banners, no light shows, no chicks in
No.
tight uniforms.
No, it was low key. But the industry's grown a lot since then, which is good to see.
Go to your first VapeCon like back then, and people were still asking like, can we vape inside? Like, it's cool. We hired the whole venue. Still getting stopped on like the way in and out. Oh, what is that? Why are you vaping with big smoke? It's like people didn't understand it, bro. It was a concept that was foreign to everyone. So it was it was fun. Bro, back in those days, I remember like throwing this big fucking thick cloud out of my window, like vaping in the car, and then whoop behind me, and I was like, what the fuck? And the cop pulled me over, and he's like, what are you doing? He thought I was smoking a joint or something with that thick cloud. And I was like, no, it's this. He's like, show me. I was like, that smells very nice. I'm like, yeah, bro.
I've been pulled over before as well. Also, blue lights, the whole brigade literally physically pulled me over. They jumped out, ran to the car, and they asked, where's the fire? Where's the fire? They thought the vehicle was on fire. It's back in the old days. But,
And you used to smoke, right?
Yeah, back in the day quite a bit, eh?
So
I used to smoke roll-ups. So it was... it went from cigarettes and then quit cigarettes. I moved to Australia for a little while, and then I ended up stopping cigarettes and getting back onto rolling tobacco because it worked out a bit cheaper back then, and the South African rand conversion ratio is kind of like a student. And that stuck around for a long time. And it was hard to kind of stop it as a habit until vaping came along, and it was literally a transition over a day. One of my good old friends introduced me to it and said, listen, dude, borrow this and order yourself one and see if it works. And gave it to me. I think it was about 10 o'clock in the morning. By lunchtime, that was it. I was convinced I'm transitioning. So, I've been cigarette free since then.
I just laugh when you say, I'm transitioning.
Yeah, dude, it was big shit back then,
flag?
Dude. You don't. Fuck. You don't remember the anxiety of stopping smoking, dude.
No. Dude, I was.
It was a thing. It's like just to acknowledge that this is something I'm not going to do anymore. That on its own was a big part of it.
Yeah.
So it was.
I mean, I had a pack of 20 in my glove box of my car for probably 4 or 5 months after I like quit smoking and I was only vaping, and I just had it as a security blanket, like in case something went wrong. I had that pack of cigarettes. And I think I went to a car wash one day and that packet of cigarettes wasn't there anymore.
No, it just disappeared. Went down the vacuum.
It happens.
I did.
What was that device that your mate loaned you? What was it? 2015, so it was...
It was
either a Twisp Clearo or a...
No, boo. This was before Twisp was even a big thing, I think. All you could get back then was like China Mall cheapies.
Yeah.
And I actually remember,
the cigarette looking...
Yeah, dude. yeah, cigar-likes and stuff like that, your green smokes and all of that back in the day. And then, what was it? It was a Kanga device of some sort. I don't know if it was an EVOD. I think it was an EVOD. But it was like a little not a twist, vision spinner battery. I don't know if you remember those. Had a little
Shabir
spinner
Jusab
at the
says
bottom.
eVic VTC Mini.
VTC Mini. I think it was even before then.
Oh, maybe that's what he used.
Oh,
When
okay.
he says or a Pico. No, Pico was
Pico was a little bit later in the game,
2016, 2017.
Yeah.
It's so
No, I
weird
mean,
because just before that there was nothing. There was nothing,
Yeah.
and nothing existed. And then all of a sudden, just hundreds of different devices. RX-75, I Just Tank was my first setup.
I just too. Yeah, Craig's saying way before that. He'll probably remember a couple of the names of the devices. I pulled out an iTaste and MVP the other day out of the cupboard. I was like, yo, check this thing. Well, no, iTaste MVP, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, your image is frozen a little bit up. There's something wrong with my Zoom. I've updated it, but it keeps on doing this. I don't know why. But don't worry, we can hear you. You're there.
Okay. Do I need to disconnect or anything like that? Or?
No, your voice is still coming through. It'll come back just now. I don't know why it does this. It's been doing it for like a couple of weeks. Yeah, Shoaib says, yeah, that's if you don't count TWISP. TWISP has always kind of been the anti-vapor. Like they were completely different in their making their devices that only takes their juices. That it didn't conform with what the vaping world is like nowadays, where everything's interchangeable with it. I mean, the PNP pod is the perfect example that you can use every other coil, and then the Abyss, there's 100 of different settings that you can use all the different coils in the world. And I think TWISP is going to get there soon, because if they don't, they're going to isolate themselves.
Yeah, I think TWISP had a very different sort of marketing strategy initially. They tried to make twisping a thing, like the whole, it wasn't just vaping, it was very exclusive. So if you weren't using their devices and their juices, it wasn't really the real thing, it kind of felt like. Which I think it was difficult in the beginning. We had a lot of hesitancy from people who used to use TWISP, who would look at the local manufacturers and go, oh, what's that crap that you guys are making? And then you'd have guys slinging the same things over the fence in the other direction. And it's interesting to see how things have come so far now. So.
Okay, there, I got your image working again. I just double-clicked it for some reason. I don't know.
Magic.
Just because you're my friend, I kind of forgot the whole routine, and I haven't done this in 3 weeks. So you need to give me a number between 1 and 100 so I can ask you a ridiculously stupid question.
Let's go with 72.
I like that. 72. 72. What flavor ice cream would you be?
Sure. That's a very good question. See, these questions are always difficult to try and think of on the spot. What flavor ice cream? I don't know. I guess, sure.
I would say you'd be a Rocky Road, because I know what you like first thing in the morning.
A little bit rough around the edges, but then smooths out as you get through it. Eh?
Yeah. Gets a bit of marshmallowy at the end. It's nice.
A little bit of a chew. Yeah. That's, I think I'd go with that, eh? Raspberry Road, or a little Rocky Road. Something along those lines. A little bit of a combination of factors there.
Shabir Juice-Up says TWISP was the first setup into vaping for most of us. 100%, bro. I had a TWISP Clearo. Before that, I had those. Used to buy them in the garages. I remember doing a long trip in South Africa, and I bought like a cigar light with a little light on the end. I bought 2 of them. They're 2 different flavors. It was like, one was called tobacco, and the other one was called like whatever, menthol, let's say. And I used those, and that's where we got the idea. A mate of mine, TWISP had that deal, like you buy one, get one free. So we went, he actually just bought it for me. We didn't do half and half. And we both threw them away after a minute because I think I tried to take it overseas with me and then just couldn't find the juice or anything like that, and just back onto the rollies. I used to love my rollies though, I must say. I got super fucking nostalgic watching Peaky Blinders. Like at the end of every episode, I was like, maybe I'll just have one roll up, you know. Tomorrow I'm going to go buy some tobacco, but thank fuck I never did, because that's the end of it. I mean, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, if you've managed this long without being dual use, then rather just stay on the one side of the fence. It's so much easier than going back and then trying to get back off it again. I can't say that I have, eh?
I had one. Yeah, about maybe 3 or 4 years ago. But like, I was at a function. I don't know why I did it. Maybe tequila made me do it. And I was like, give me that thing. And I smoked it. Not, you know, maybe I was getting teased about like smelling like a strawberry muffin. And I was like, I'm a real man. I can fucking smoke. And I smoked the cigarettes. And I got home and I said to Laura, I was like, I took my shirt off and it was in my beard. I showered twice and I couldn't get the smell out of my beard off of my fingers. I was like, I'll never touch a cigarette again in my life. Like, I know that.
Yeah.
And I mean, if shit came to shit, I am way more confident that I could give up vaping than I ever was about cigarettes. Like, if something went horribly wrong, I could definitely just stop vaping, because my nicotine dependency is so low that it's basically just a fucking hobby now, you know, like playing Minesweeper on my phone. I could give it up if I wanted to, but I can't.
See, Craig said there, Kanga K2 on top of a Vision Spinner V2. Hell yeah, that was the early days. That's the way of doing it.
Bro, I only know that shit by name. I've never seen one type of thing.
I need to dig up some of my old gear. I've still got my Pro Tanks and Cuck lying around. I'm sure I've still got 1 or 2 coils that I could rebuild. Back in the day, you rebuild those in an 18 gauge needle with like freaking 38 gauge Canthal or something ridiculous. Like,
those stupid screwdrivers, you know, those with the little swivel bits on the end.
Yeah.
Just to wrap that around the smallest screwdriver,
screwdrivers are too big for these things, bro. This was like microsurgery. It was insane.
Yeah, you fuck up and you touch the button and the whole thing just goes.
It just melted in half.
Fuck!
Fun things, eh? Then the old sub-tank came out, which changed the game nicely there. And they came up with a sub-tank with the RBA base that you could rebuild. And then, it's just everything started catching up there.
I know that you had a stint with sub-ohming for a long time. I've probably used 2 sub-ohm devices my whole vaping life. It's just something that I just never... Okay, PNP is one of them because that's quite bloody brilliant. And then there was something else that I was sent and I was like, why would you send me a sub-ohm? But I used it and I didn't enjoy it. But you got into the nunchakus.
Yeah.
Dad, bro, we got into those such good flavor off of that.
They were insane. For the time as well, we've still got the same way. We used to use them as tester devices years ago. I think it was like a good 3-4 years ago probably. So we had a whole bunch of them. We just ended up keeping them in rotation and just buying coils and using them here and there. And the flavor's second to none for a coil tank. And the new ones now as well are even better. But I don't know. I still find myself going back to my old V1 Goon. It's I don't know. It's hard to replace a dripper once you get used to dripping. I know you don't like dripping.
No, so that's not my biggest. I like tanks because for me it's hand-free vaping. Like I know you use your hand, but I just pick this thing up and I can vape all day while I'm in the workshop messing around. I do like a mech. I do like a dripper, but this is my desk device. This doesn't go down to the workshop. It doesn't go in the car with me. I sit down and I can, because there is something about an RDA that just, the flavor's different. I don't care whatever anyone says. It's probably got nothing to do or a lot to do with the particular RDA, with the mod, with the battery, with the coils, with the cotton. But the difference is that the juice is different in an RDA. Full stop. So
I always find you get a wetter, denser. It's just,
Desiree van Deventer says, I wouldn't even want to try a cigarette spelled with an S. That's that's how much she doesn't give a fuck about cigarettes. Spelled it wrong.
over them.
And I loved smoking. That's very good, Desiree. I saw somebody else was saying, I think it was Schwabe. Yeah. Schwabe Fanika says, my 2-year smoke-free anniversary coming up soon. Dude, well done. Absolutely huge well done, dude. I'm fucking proud of you. Julian put a comment in there with a link to Hazeworks ZA. Hazeworks ZA Facebook page. If you want to win something, go there, find the logo that is the triple T with Hazeworks and Cotton Candy V2 written in the middle of it, and go and say cotton candy in my mod.
Candy in my pod or candy in my mod, depending on which one.
I should have had another beer before I started this.
Just to lubricate that.
Candy in my mod, if you like Suburban juice, or regular juice as I call it. And candy in my pod, if you're more partial to MTLs or Nick Salts. Tag 3 friends and end that off with #want. And you'll be in a draw. We're going to run it for a week. So next Monday, when I do my Vape Mail Mondays, I'll do a breakdown of who has won what.
Awesome sauce. See,
awesome sauce.
Desiree, it's an Afrikaans cigarette.
That's okay. I can't spell cigarette in Afrikaans either.
Yeah.
What does Craig say? Trying to re-wick those CE4 coils to save a buck.
Yeah. CE4 Kato styles, bro. Yes, sis. That's going back. You see, you're getting called out for not having a beer because you've been dry for so long. Sure. Those know you have a problem.
Bro, I've had 3 beers. What are you talking about? I said I should have had one more. And I'm having a 69. So, actually, there's a sip of beer left in there. All right. So, what are the plans for the future Hazeworks?
Yeah, working on another couple of juices that we're going to be hopefully getting out soon as well. Not going to give too much away as always, but always working on stuff in the background. So yeah, we've just a bit of a curveball with everything from the last couple of kind of launched this, and then the whole of KZN melted down. So logistically, we were screwed for a week or two in terms of getting stuff moving around with couriers and whatnot. But yeah, seems to be back on its feet again now. So
that was
all is good.
That was your samples or product that was going out, and concentrates that were coming in.
Yeah, we had concentrates and bottles coming in. We had some samples and stuff going out. There was a variety of stuff. But yeah, it was just the nightmare was getting everything back up and running again and getting everything back in house. And then with that week backlog now, because everything was shut down for a week, so it just all compounded, which was fun. But still here. So all good.
Yeah, I flip, bro. We had some small minor issues on our side with shipping and stuff like that, but it wasn't really a problem. It kind of worked itself out. Everything was just delayed by a week. Just a week.
That was the issue.
But yeah, bro. Anyway, Chester in YouTube has just posted the Instagram link for Hazeworks ZA. So it's Hazeworks ZA for Zuid-Afrika. Of course, that's where we're from. Oh, damn. Ikram Musa, don't say shit like that. It hasn't come up on the chat yet because I have a different chat dialogue than everyone else. Want something sexy made out of Dane says, fair enough. There we go. Ikram's comment has just come up. Try the V8 coils, man. They're awesome. Yeah. Those are secret spy conspiracy coils, bro. You shouldn't. Yeah, you don't have those yet. You do not have those yet. You do not have those yet. Yeah.
Interesting naming convention.
Bro, I've got those V8 coils in here. 4,767 puffs.
Bloody hell. Focus.
Fuckers, man. This silly thing.
There we go. And how long have you been running those?
4,767 puffs on one set of coils. I know they look a bit gunky now, but that's because I haven't changed cotton in it forever. Oh yeah, that's that whole bottle on one set of coils, cotton.
Nice.
So it's very good to know that a sweet juice like that's not going to fuck up your coils too quickly. Like, or ever.
It's all about how much sweet.
But it is sweet. But it's not...
Yeah.
It's like, if I can say, the gummy fish is a sweet juice. It's a gummy fish. It's chewy gummies. But it's not that sort of sweetener that fucks your coils up. You know, you get... I find it normally in like the desserty ice creams type stuff. Just coil wreckers, bro. They just... That sugar just fucks the coils up. This is nice. This is just palatable. It's not overly sweet. Like, I find with the other sweets, you have to like drink a glass of water every so often. Otherwise, your mouth is just too much sweetness going on there. This is just perfect. This is... And I mean, I think that's... Swedish fish are made with no sugar, so it's a healthy sweet. Pretty much the same as Twizzlers. Could have been Twizzlers.
I think it's the raspberry there that pulls it back from being overly sweet. It just kind of grounds it nicely there.
It is a raspberry in here. Yeah.
Not too strong. It's a little bit.
Oh, raspberry Swedish fish. Okay.
Yeah. But it's not raspberry punch in the face
on
raspberry.
The fucking bottle.
Let's read, brother.
No. If it doesn't have pictures, bro, I don't care.
Those little red fish.
Craig's going, and where's mine? Oh, I think he's talking about the V8s. The V8s.
Use a lot of juice, eh?
Dane Lutz is sharing is caring. Oh well, dangerous things. Sorry, they're very good coils. We hopefully get them smashing out soon. I want to be part of this VR conspiracy. Maybe that's a good idea for like the next juice line. It's like Illuminati's juice line.
I'm sure someone's done something like that.
Oh, really?
Like an Illuminati or conspiracy type range or something. International though.
Yeah, I heard of a juice called Code or The Code.
So when will the V8 coils be available, Brent?
Well, now we'll have to see. Yeah, soon. So the V8 coils are basically... I know that we're turning this into my show, but what happened is like the 42 coil and the hybrid coil, we positioned to be the best all-round coil. So doesn't smash your batteries, gives you good cloud production, most beneficial for flavor. We balanced everything so that where the ohms came out, they came out. We didn't aim, like a lot of guys will build a coil aiming for the ohmage. We didn't aim for ohmage, we aimed for peak performance to get the coil on par with everything as best we could. And whatever the ohms came out, they came out at. But we've had a few people, especially Mac users and RDAs and shit like that, the chat just fucking flew up. What happened there? A lot of people asking, we would like a 1.1, a 0.11, a 0.10, 0.12. So the best we could do safety-wise is a 0.12 coil, which we call the V8, and that's more for the guys that are like hitting Macs and RDAs and stuff like that. So, Craig Big Guy says there is an Illuminati range. Desiree says no pressure, Brent. Yeah. It feels all weird to me, and I'm so fucking stoked to have like one of my best mates on here because I feel like the fuck show is just going so smoothly today. I haven't
For a
like, just
change.
3 weeks out of the public eye, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm not good at this anymore. I lost it.
Feeling bashful today.
Big guy says, fuck that, give me a 0.08 duel. Yeah, well, because you know what you're doing, and Craig, to be honest, you probably replace your batteries more often than most people. So you can do that. I'm talking about the general populace that try hold on to a set of batteries for like 2 years. That's not going to play out well with a 0.08. That's going to cause a problem. No, Ikram, Musa, don't apologize, bro. It's all good. It's all good.
See what you started now.
Bro, I'll tell you what. I'm going to like punchline that shit. Like, this cotton candy tastes so good on my V8 coils. If you get a set of V8 coils, you should definitely try cotton candy. Because if you don't like cotton candy, you ain't shit. It's like the outtakes for the Talladega Nights with Will Ferrell. He's like, if you don't chew big red bubblegum, you ain't shit. All right, well, look at that. We're almost out of time. We've got 7 minutes left. If anyone in the chat would like to ask some deep and dark personal questions to our guest tonight, go ahead.
I see Ikram's got a question there about personal favorite juice. Yeah. I'd say it'd have to be Raging Donuts. And you can't really get it anymore, which is the problem.
Okay.
The US juice.
I want to debunk that. Because my personal favorite juice also was Ninja Man chocolate. And I got a bottle the other day, and I was like, it's okay. The juices from when we started, the juices have evolved so much.
Yeah. No, this is not from when. This is probably, I think I had the last bottle about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's still fairly current. And Raging Donut. It was by far the most on-point donut with sprinkles that you could find. And you could just drink that shit. It was insane.
Yeah. I think that the juice world is, as I feel like probably in 2018 kind of peaked in flavor-wise, like Malaysian flavors and fantasy and shit like that, and it was just too much, and I feel like it's gone back a little bit more conservative and more balanced profiles.
Yeah, I see Craig's comment there, and that's pretty true. I did used to ask them to hide the stock when they had it so I could get it before everyone else. It's true. Freaking hell. I've asked Hugo many times to please bring in, but for whatever reason it falls on deaf ears.
Because I don't just import one bottle yourself, bro. I'm pretty sure you're gonna go.
What?
Well, what I'm saying is that was me with Ninja Man. I got the Ninja Man in, and I was like, oh my fuck, I can't wait. Like literally drove straight home, fresh set of coils, fresh cotton. Like I was like so excited. I was so amped for it. Now I've ate maybe I don't know 5-10 mils maximum, and I was like, oh, what the fuck. I much prefer whatever else I was vaping at the time. I was like, oh, that's not that exciting. It was super exciting back then because nothing had reached that perfection in balance of flavor. Now, it's pretty average amongst what's available nowadays. I mean, how many juices do you do in your range?
Sure. I don't actually have a total count offhand now. It's quite a few. What's this one? Let's see. Sure, it must be close on.
You can count on your hands if you need.
Between 15 and 20 now, I'd say. So,
and I mean, your juices those recipes go back to 2016 up until now.
Yeah.
That's a lot of progression.
Yeah.
I don't
There's a
know.
lot of change.
I would still vape a bottle of Scream if you gave it to me. Like,
Hint, hint, hint.
if you loved me. But yeah, like what I'm saying is some of the profiles are just like heritage profiles, let's say.
Yeah.
Like from the beginning, they're always going to be just somebody's go-to, maybe nostalgia for me. But what you're getting nowadays, I think the availability of information where people can download recipes and shit like that, it's not the same as what you get from your juice maker. Your juice maker's been doing this. I mean, I know people that have tried and they're like, oh, this is so good, and they're like, taste it. I'm like, what is that? No, I downloaded this recipe. Remember there was like a whole thing of people like doing DIY, and then it was like, but why? For what? And then the guys always go, but I added 2% extra sweetener. I'm like, well, that's not the recipe, is it? You just made something yourself. Like you fucking, when you modify anything, it's not the same. I like consistency. I don't like DIY. Well, I don't want to say that. That's horrible. For me, DIY does not suit my preferred taste. I like consistency in my juice. That's what I'm saying. If you want to buy Scream now, it's the same Scream that it was fucking 7 years ago. Chester Griffin says bathtub brews. Yeah. It's different. Like, I really don't mind people that DIY for themselves. I have a very big problem with people that DIY and then think that they can start selling juice with a paper label and at half the price of what other juices on the shelf, because that kills the industry.
Yeah, it's kind of short-sighted for the whole vaping industry, to be honest. But yeah, guys do try, and there's been a lot of guys who started up along the way. But I think it's if your mind and your heart's in the right place with making juice, you'll still be around.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be one of the longest-standing juice makers in Durban.
Yeah, I think we were one of the first few from Durban as well.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, probably nationally as well.
No, there were a couple of guys going before us. I think I remember Benji from Vapor Mountain. He was going strong.
Yeah, but you can say in the
beginning.
beginning.
In the beginning.
Thank you very much. Happy birthday to me. Also, thank you, Shabir.
Happy.
Craig says, on that note of Scream, I will take some credit for kicking him in the arse to release the juice because he was being a typical procrastinating self, taking forever to release it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a true thing.
Yeah, I remember that. It was Craig and Rob Fisher.
Yeah.
They both kind of pushed me into a corner, like, just put a fucking label on this and take my money. I was I don't even have a name. And literally they went in the shop at that stage, like, guys, what is the name for this juice? And people just started shouting out, and eventually someone shouted out Scream, and that's what stuck. And yeah, it was...
because it's strawberry ice cream.
Correct.
So it's straw scream. Straw cream. Scream.
Scream, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's that's one of the juices that, the juice, I would say, the juice that got me off the cigarettes forever.
Yeah, nice, bro. I'm glad to see you enjoying the new ones as well. So
yeah.
Should we remind the ladies and gents watching how to enter the comp?
100%. We hit the timer.
Because we are on the timer as well.
What you need to do, folks, is it's been posted multiple times in the chat, but if you can't remember, go onto Facebook, type in Scream, find the post, the image, the picture of the Triple T logo with Hazeworks and cotton candy with V2 written across the top. Comment in there, say cotton candy, what? Candy in my mod.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
that.
It just
candy in my pod.
It froze exactly on you holding the things up, so I'll leave it there for a second. Candy in my mod, if you like regular vape juice. Candy in my pod, if you prefer NTL or Nick Salts. Comment with 3 of your friends. They need to be over the age of 18, preferably vapors. We can check. I mean, Facebook tells us if those people are underage. And finish it off with #want. and we'll run it for a week, and you'll stand in line to win those 3 bottles right there. Okay, let's get you back from that. There we go. Look at that. That actually worked out so pretty cool. I wish I could claim that I planned that. As you went up like this, the screen froze, so it just stayed on that image while I did that.
Perfect.
And as usual, ladies and gents, welcome to the Fuck Show. This is the end. Mark, you want to close off, bro? Let us know something.
Yeah, no, good. Yeah, it's making its way out, and cotton candy is pretty much available in most regions now. So yeah, check out your local vape store if they haven't got it. Tell them to get it, and have a great evening. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It was good fun. Thanks for having me. It's been a while.
Thank you, my brother. I have to look this way to say thank you, my brother.
Which way do I look? Is that way or the other way?
No, you're looking the wrong fucking way.
I'm fucking that way.
I look at it. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Well, good.
All right. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, thank you so much. This has been the Triple T. We were chatting with Mark from Hazeworks, launching his new juice, Cotton Candy, available in stores throughout South Africa. If it's not in that fucking store, tell them what's wrong with them and get them to get that. Remember to keep it cloudy and don't be a dick. That's it. We're out. Mark, you stay Patreons. I'll unlock the Zoom now, and we'll